Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals. The Clippers have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be relaunched? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
It's Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals. This should be a good one, and 2K Sports welcomes you to the NBA playoffs. Our game's tonight. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Harper. Anthony is out there with Clutch, and it's Michael Redd, and it's Wallace in at the 5. And for Minnesota, Ryan is out there with Smith. Then it's Jefferson. Then there's Mourning, and it's Garnett in at the 4. And so off the tip, it's Elway. Pass to Redd. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Garnett kicks to Mourning. For 3, Smith. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And combining that great speed with a deft shooting touch, Kenny, the Jet, on point there from distance.
Out to Anthony. Pass to Matt. Shoots.
Just enjoy watching Garnett be the aggressor on defense. A tall, wily guy who forces you to take tough shots.
It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Oh, how about that slam?
Somebody got their feelings hurt on that one.
Incredible.
You could see he was setting that up the minute he got his hands on the ball.
Well, you got to know what you're doing if you're going to do it, if you're going to try that, right? Oh, wow.
That was sensational. And you got to love seeing a guy having fun out there.
5 to shoot. Here's Kobe. Rebound by Wallace.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Fires from deep. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Smith the pass to Jefferson. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. From deep, Bryant. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Mr. Redd jacks up a 3. Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Smith the pass to Jefferson. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The 15-footer. Again, the miss by Bryant. And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. White, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Bryant. Pass to Mourning. Off pass to Bryant. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Well, you look at Matt, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Kevin Garnett.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They've provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Mack with the ball. He's against Garnett. Wallace left side. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Mack. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 4. Kobe, the pass to Garnett. To the middle. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Edwards. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Michael Redd gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Elliott's checked in for the Timberwolves. Davis comes in for Bryant. .112 left to play here in the first. Anthony against Elliott. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender and has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now here's Garnett. He's covered by Matt. Davis against White. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Spins. Here's Edwards. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Pass to White to the wing on the left. And here's Anthony for 3. Good. And the nice assist from Mack. Mack's got 3 assists tonight.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very... And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jalen Johnson is out there with Miller. Then it's White. Then there's Allen. And it's Redd in at the 2.
And sometimes defenses forget how tall Miller is. He uses that 6'8" frame so well inside.
Here's Elliott. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
White setting the pick for Miller. Out to White. Pass to Allen. Back to White. Redd passes to Johnson. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Elliott. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Minnesota making some changes. Garnett comes in for Johnson. And Smith subbed in for Bibby. And then for Los Angeles, Mack comes in for Johnson. And it's Harper in for White. Smith scanning the floor. Pass to Elliott. It's Garnett on the wing. He's covered by Matt. And there it is for him. Garnett's got his first points of the night. Clippers leading by 9. Harper kicks to Redd. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Mack, and Mourning sends it back.
And you know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Here's Mack, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Here's Smith. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. He takes it in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson, he's checked in for Mourning. It's Bryant in for Elliott. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. And Allen with the slam.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself.
Smith, the pass to Bryant. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's Miller on the wing. Back to Mack. Outside Harper. Allen finds Mack. Clock at 6. Miller outside. And for 3. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Timberwolves trail by 10. Smith the pass to Edwards. 3-pointer. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Outside Harper for the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Mack. Mack's got 4 assists in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Bryant. Kobe Bryant. So good at finishing through contact.
Such body control from Bryant. Able to take some hits there on the way up.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Miller, no up.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Harper against Bryant. Kobe in close.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
And Mack kicks to Red. Off target from 3-point range. Left side, Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers lead by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Thanks for joining us for Game 4.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off, seeing how things are shaking. And that concludes halftime.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Look at Clutch. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Garnett out there with Mourning. And there's Bryant, and it's Smith, and it's Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Taken away by Anthony. Near the 3-point line, it's Red. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Red's got the first bucket of the third here for Los Angeles. Arnett surveying the defense. Inside, Mourning. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Mack with the ball, working on Garnett. Mack with the ball. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Jefferson with the drive. Anthony with the block.
He works so hard on the defensive end. Anthony proving to be a difference maker.
And here is Mack. 8 points for him on the wing. Wallace. Now here's Mack. He right on him. Cranes the three-pointer. That's now 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Quick thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Now you look at Mack, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter. And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Mack. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Garnett. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett's so good with the ball in this game.
Anthony, the pass to Harper. Anthony gets the Mack. Pass to Harper. Now Mack. 12 points for him. And here's Anthony from the arc. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. Mack's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Here's Bryant, trailing by 10. Now Garnett. Smith outside. To the paint. Looks for Garnett. He gets it to him.
How about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Anthony in the corner. Clippers moving the ball around. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. They get a hand on it. Kevin Garnett with the steal. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Pass to Garnett. Down low, Garnett puts it in. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson, he's checked in for Garnett. Elliott comes in for Jefferson. And it's Edwards in for Smith. And then for the Clippers, Jared Allen's checked in for Wallace. Miller comes in for Mack, and it's White in for Ron Harper. White finds Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Out to White. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Elliott.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity. Out
to Miller. Here's the 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Kicks it out to Bryant. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead They're up by 4. We'll get right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Elliott passes to Smith. Out to Edwards. And stolen by White. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Timberwolves trail by 6. Dishes to Johnson. Elliott kicks to Smith. Yep, that one goes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's White. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Matt, no luck for Minnesota. They've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Smith with it. He's picked up by Harper. Back to Edwards. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Morning's checked in for Johnson. Jefferson comes in for Elliott. And Bryant subbed in for Edwards. The Clippers also changing it up. Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Anthony comes in for Josh Giddey. And Michael Redd is subbed in for Kobe White. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He actually challenged his players. He said, quote, "We are in this one. We can see the finish line. How will we react?" I'm curious to see who steps up and takes it to the next level. Big challenge from Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Deflects the pass. Here's Anthony. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 5. Bryant with a screen on Harper. Outside, Garnett. It's off.
And this is a critical possession, not one they can afford to come up empty on.
Ball is inside. Warning's there. Can't get it to go.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Oh, hits the putback.
Reads shot trajectories so well. Garnett understands how to capitalize on that offensive play.
Matt with the ball, working on Garnett. Back on top. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Garnett, count the basket.
And when Garnett has it going, he's unguardable. I love how confident and versatile he is on offense.
Here's Matt. From outside, and it misses.
Questionable shot selection there, especially considering how tight the coverage is.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Garnett with the steal. Jefferson with it. Now Anthony defending. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, that one stinks. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Mack with the ball. Working on Garnett.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Yes, this building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. So I'm looking at the clock. And, guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
6 on the shot clock. Trying again. And it doesn't go. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
And so the LA Clippers win the series and will move on. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the highest of notes.
And to that point, Kevin, I really feel like this team is playing their best basketball of the season. They're going to have some downtime before the next round, but as well as they're playing, probably wish this thing would start tomorrow.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of